Hallelujah. Shalom. Bless you all. This is Sister Gabby, and I am glad that you guys are here to watch this video. This video is going to be showing you the process that I go through during home birth, and if it could be any type of modifications for being in the hospital, I will make mention of it. But for the most part, this is for a home birth, so I'm just going to kind of walk you guys through how pretty much all of my deliveries have been, and hopefully it is beneficial for you, and hopefully it can help you prepare if this is your first time doing a home birth. So I'm going to give it maybe 5 more minutes, and then I'll turn the camera on and we will get started. Okay, I'm back. Can y'all hear this music playing? I guess comment if you can. Let me see, because I'm trying to see if y'all can actually hear this music in the background. I think so, because it's vibrating. See, watch when I stop talking. Is that the music? Okay, so that is the music. We love your name, Jesus. You're the beautiful one. We love your name. How we love your name. We love your name, Jesus. Yeah, you're the beautiful one. We love your name. How we love your name. We love your name. Did you get the scale? Okay. All right, we ready to turn the video on. Yay. Yes, I was testing to see if you could hear the music. I think you can, but I don't see where the chat is. Can you see the chat? See if anybody replied and said that they can or cannot. Because I think you can hear the music. I need to start it over. Shut the door. I'm gonna just sit this right here. So bring the baby over here. Well, we wait him first, don't we? Wait, baby. You can leave it right there. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so you guys hear music playing. What typically happens during all of my labors, all of my births, I have worship music playing. That is my focal point. That is what keeps me grounded. And it reminds me that my strength does not rely within myself. And that I do have a comforter and I have substance to grab a hold on. So I have worship music playing to keep my mind grounded, to block out any and all thoughts that the enemy may try to put in my mind, thoughts of fear, thoughts of anxiety, thoughts of frustration, hearing the worship music playing in the background, it silences those voices. And it also allows the atmosphere to be set. All my children are born in a peaceful atmosphere, and having the worship music in the background helps with setting that environment. And so it also keeps the peace in the room, so that the attendants that I have helping with the birth, they're also being encouraged by the worship music as well, and keeping themselves focused on what's at hand. So that's why I have worship music playing. I'm gonna turn it down because it's not this loud normally during labor. She's about to turn the video on. Coming into the earth, we hear songs, we hear them glory. I guess I should put my birth skirt on. What do you think? I should put my laboring skirt on. You can. Probably bring it out and show it. Something flowy, comfortable. Well, I'll put it on so they can. I'm gonna put my tights on. Okay, guys, I changed my mind. I'm gonna put my birthing skirt on so y'all can actually see the type of skirts that I wear during labor. So, as soon as I put the skirt on, I turn the camera on. And I normally have 2 to 3 sisters or 2 sisters in the room with me and my husband when he's able to be here. I know this last birth, he was in the driveway while I pushed out our son. So he walked in right when my son was being laid on my chest. So he was here, he just wasn't in the room. But he's normally here, and I have about 2 to 3 sisters, just because I want the atmosphere to not be clouded. I don't need multiple people in the room with different opinions, whatever they've been dealing with during that day. And typically that's what happens when you're in a hospital setting. You have multiple people running in and out of your room with who knows what's on their mind, who knows what's coming out their mouth. They're not focused on just you and, the birth of the child. They're focused on their job and the task that they've been dealing with. So I keep the number limited, and I make my choice on who's going to be in the room with me based off of their spirit, how they normally handle situations. I choose people who have a meek and humble spirit. Meek and humble spirit does not mean that they're just quiet. It means, that when situations arise, they are calm throughout the whole situation, no matter what type of situation it is. They don't allow a spirit of fear to enter in. They don't allow a spirit of anxiety to enter in. Nor do they allow a spirit of pride to enter in. So those are the type of people that I have in the room with me. People who are teachable, who are able to take instruction in a high-pressured, high-tense situation. So I would suggest that those are the type of people that you want to have in your room with you as well. Somebody who can encourage you even in your weakest moments. Labor is a job on earth. I cannot personally explain that to you. It is an experience that you will go through yourself to be able to see exactly what every laboring mother has went through. And you have to have people in the room who know how to deal with someone who is hurting at the same time, who may be fatigued, they may be tired, they may be hungry, they may be exhausted, helpless. They may be in a state of helplessness. It might not even be physically, but mentally. And you need to have people in that room who is able to speak life to you, who's able to bring encouragement to you, even if they're not saying anything, just their spirit is encouraging. So those are the type of people that you want to have in your room. Somebody who will remind you of your plan, remind you of what you've set forth to accomplish, remind you of your goal, because there will be moments where you may need help, and the only help that they can offer you is that faith and that reassurance that they're going to be there every step of the way until baby comes forth. Those are the type of people that you want in the room. Those are the type of people I have in the room. My husband is the perfect, I don't know, what do you call that? He's the perfect motivator. He's just I don't know. I can't even explain it. It's like, he's a personal trainer, so he's got that gift. He can just, I'll be tired and he just say one word and it's like re-energizes me. So you want people like that in the room, because labor is like a marathon and you are going to win. Okay? Turn this camera on in a minute.
battlefield where the fight is waged, the enemy is real, and my courage fades. I lift my eyes, I lift my eyes. Where does my help come from? I look to the King, eternal, immortal, invincible God. I stand on the rock of ages, my Savior. He conquered it all. I look to the King. I look to the King. On the battlefield, and all the lies ahead.
Okay, that's a good coach. Yeah.
Your blood was spilled.
So you guys get to see some birth attendants.
I lift my eyes. I lift my eyes. Where does my
That's one of them. There's a better one that I wanted to get. That was like $80. Okay, I'm gonna turn the music down. Impossible, God. Okay, let me turn. I'm gonna push my other song on. I don't know if you guys ever heard this song, but this is a really good song. All right. Okay, not that. That's a. Oh, the computer froze. The computer froze. Okay, there you go. No, I don't know. Let me take off. Take that off. Skip this ad. Bear with me, guys. I apologize. Okay. Here we go. All right. Here I am. They didn't tell me I still had my towel on my head. Bless y'all. Okay. Can you hear the music? Did it go off? Oh. You can't hear it either? Okay. I don't know why I did that. Let me see if I can pull this back up. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that, Jazz. Like the music stopped.
They can't hear the music.
Okay. Let me refresh it and see if it does it. Can y'all hear it? No, still nothing. What happened?
Did you press mute on the?
It's not on mute. Nope. The other song played. I didn't mute the Hangouts either because they can still hear me, right?
Mm-hmm. They just can't hear the music.
Let me see. I really wanted them to hear this song.
What's the name of the song?
The Call. I was trying to play that one.
Oh, okay. I don't say I think you should.
Okay. All right. So we are mocking. Labor has started. And typically this is how I am in labor. So I'm literally like this. And people are like, you're all right? Yeah, I'm good. I'm just walking around. Heidi, you got me on camera. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm in labor. I do water births. We have the pool right here, which we will set up when I enter into the second stage. Okay, so I'm just going to talk about the 3 stages of labor. There's 3 different stages. You have stage 1, which is pre-labor, which is where you're having contractions, and they're not let me see, they're not below 10 minutes apart. So that's typically stage 1. Stage 1 can start, you can be in stage 1 for like a week, 2 weeks. That's stage 1 of labor. Stage 2 is when you enter into the contractions being below 10 minutes apart, and they are actually consistent and they're stronger. So you have about 5 minutes. Let's say you get down to the 5-minute mark where you're having contractions every 5 minutes consistently for an hour. You're getting ready to enter into labor, literally getting set up for birthing the baby out. So let's get about consistent for a whole hour, 8 minutes apart. This birth pool right here, go ahead and get it blown up. If this is your it's not your first pregnancy, you will want to go ahead and get this pool blown up, and contractions are 10 minutes, 15 minutes apart consistently per hour, because my labors are very fast. I had my daughter in 20 minutes. The pool did not get filled completely. And they got maybe like 2 buckets of water in there, and I was like, okay, wait, I gotta get in because she's coming out. As soon as I got in there, she came out. So for me, I know from now on, with setting up a pool, I have to have it getting ready to get set up when I'm about 15, when I'm having contractions 15 minutes apart, because all of my children, my births are fast. Thank the Father, they are fast. So I don't have to worry about waiting right until I'm ready to push to start filling up the pool. Most first-time moms, you will have a little bit more time to get everything set up. But, you know, there's no problem with being early. You know, you'd rather have things set up and ready instead of waiting to the last minute to do it. So if you're not a first-time mom, when you hit about 8 to 10 minutes apart, go ahead. If you're planning on doing a water birth, go ahead and get the pool set up. This pool that we have, what's the name of this pool, guys? It's called Birth Pool in the Box. I'm going to show you just how fast it sets up. My pool, this is Jazz. Jazz bought this pool. She fancy.
I'm a large woman.
She fancy. She bought this pool. It takes 20 minutes to set this pool up. My pool, I got from Walmart. And it got little fishes and stars. Fishes and stars on it. So it took like 45 minutes to fill that pool up. And then it took forever long to fill it too. So what happens when I use my little kiddie pool from Walmart? We set it up like 2 weeks in advance. Actually, a month in advance. Because right, we did a month and a bit. Good. Thank the Father we did, because he came early. We set it up. If it's not one of these pool in the boxes, it's probably gonna take longer for you to fill up the pool. So normally I set my pool up a month before the babies are due, and then I make sure that it's cleaned. So what I normally do is I set everything a month before. I go ahead and have my sanitation crew, which is Sister Jasmine, Mother Sandra, and myself. I don't know who else I put on there. But we normally sanitize and disinfect everything a month before. And then the week right up before I'm supposed to actually deliver, we re-sanitize everything else. And so I just had this thing about being ready so I don't have to get ready. And my daddy, he just like engraved that in my head. Especially with delivering a baby. You want to make sure you have everything that you need so you're not, lacking anything. So that's what this video is for, to kind of show you everything, because most videos that you look up on YouTube, they're just going to show you them pushing the baby out. You don't actually see the process, and you see a whole lot more than what you need to see. And so this is not a scary video. It's not a scary thing. It's not a discouraging thing. It's a preparation. So hopefully this helps you guys. She's over there hiding. But there's Sister Jasmine. She's my birth attendant. She's here with me. And then there's Heidi. She don't like being on camera. She's my other birth attendant as well. And so what typically happens is Sister Gabby says, okay, guys, I'm in labor. Just like this. And then I get the video, because I like video. We got this little app on our phone where we video. And I video, okay, guys, I'm in labor, so y'all might want to get to the house. And then I always get a reply back like, are you serious? Are you really in labor? Yes. Hey, guys, my water just broke. And then it's like, oh. So everybody else is more than I am. So mommies, make sure that when you're in labor, you stay calm, because everybody's going to feed off of you. If you're, they're going to be, oh, Jesus. What do I do? Oh, God, she looks like she's in. No, you stay calm so that they can stay calm, because they need you calm so you can walk them through. Okay, what do you need? They're going to be asking, what do you need? And you need to be able to direct and show them, okay, this is what I need. And okay, do this, okay, and do that. So you want to make sure that if you're the type of person who gets frantic on everything, you need to be working now on how to get at peace, be able to speak to people, even though you may be experiencing some discomfort, you may be experiencing pain. For those of you who will experience pain, stay calm. And for the high intense moments, which is when you're entering to stage 2. Stage 2 of labor means transitioning. Now your body is transitioning to be able to push baby out. So stage 2 is the very critical part. Stage 2 means, okay, it's time to get in the pool, or it's time to get on the bed, or it's time to sit on the yoga ball, or what is that? They got a stool.
The birthing stool.
The birthing stool. Because the baby's engaged in the pelvis. It's engaged and ready to come out. Stage 2 is that. So in stage 2, that's when you really need to be focused. You really need to be calm. You really need to be able to direct the people in the room, because they're going off of you. They don't know where you are. You have to be able to communicate those things to them. When I enter into stage 2, I'm like, hey, okay, guys. Okay, I'm about to get in the pool. Okay, I feel baby is engaging. All right. I mean, I'm walking them through the whole thing. Okay, I'm pushing. I'm letting them know I'm about to start pushing. Okay, I'm about to push. So now they're getting things ready in the room. Okay, she's about to push. Or if my husband in here yet, okay, Pastor, she's about to push, or she's pushing now. You know, they're able to communicate what's going on with me. So this is why you need to go ahead now, get your mind ready, pray, ask the Father to send you the spirit of comfort, you know, so that you can be ready. Rebuke all spirits of anxiety, get all that out the way now. Focus on yourself and work on yourself now. So that way, when you enter into that stage, you're prepared to be able to let people know what to do. If you know that it may become unbearable for you, this is why I encourage most sisters, if not all sisters, to sit down with your husband and write a birth plan. Write everything in the birth plan, get everything written out, so that way, in the event that you're not able to communicate, you're not able to talk, they have that birth plan that they can look at. Okay, this is what happened. Okay, she's in this state. Okay, this is what we need to do. That way, you've already written it down. Now they can communicate based off of what you and your husband have already had written down on paper, just in case you can't communicate, just in case you're focusing on breathing, or you thought you were going to be able to talk, but you can't talk. So you want to have that birth plan, and you want everybody in the room to already know your birth plan, just in case, because some of you may not be able to, how you plan it, how you think you may be able to sit there and talk and everything out. You may not. Okay. So go ahead and prepare the birth plan in advance and make sure that everybody in the room knows your birth plan. So nobody tries to throw anything in new or take out something, and make sure that your husband puts, this is set in stone. This is what is going to be done, and this is what is not going to be done. Okay. So stage 2 is the very critical and crucial part. Stage 3 is the delivery of the placenta. Okay. First time moms, I want to encourage you, admonish you, do not, I'm saying this seriously, do not force your placenta out. Okay. You do not want to cause an abruption in your uterus. Do not force the placenta out. It will come out. Okay. Do not force it. If you force it, you risk damaging the uterine wall. Okay. And that will cause you to hemorrhage. We do not want any hemorrhaging. Okay. So it's no big deal. It's no big rush for your placenta to just pop out. The more children you have, the placenta will come out. Okay. They make this big hype, this big deal about getting the placenta out. Even in the hospital, it just, if you're having a hospital birth, I don't suggest them rubbing your stomach, because even the rubbing too hard of a woman's stomach, her uterus, to get the placenta out, that can rupture the wall as well. Rubbing too hard, you can cause it to detach when it's not supposed to. You want the placenta to naturally detach. That's why you have a lot of women who are having issues with their uterus now, having complications during pregnancy and during labor, because they've caused the placenta to detach unnaturally. It didn't naturally loosen itself. And that's what you want. Do not force your placenta out. It will come out. Okay. I will probably at the end of this video, I will upload. Am I done with it? Yeah, I may upload it tonight. But there's just a couple of tips to make sure that you are preparing your body, so that way you don't even have to worry about hemorrhaging after the baby, or hemorrhaging during childbirth. Because these are things that most doctors, they don't tell you. My doctor didn't tell me. And I just thank the Father that I never did hemorrhage, because I had some nurses with some strong hands really coming in there and just pushing. you know, there are a lot of interventions that they do in the hospital that are just unnecessary. The less interventions that you have, the more likely you will have a successful labor. Okay, and that's at home and that's in the hospital. Less intervention, more successful labor. Okay, so stage 3 is the delivery of the placenta, and I'll show you all of that goodness. Well, I don't actually have a placenta to show you, but I'll show you what we use and how we do everything. So hopefully that was a nice little synopsis of stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3. And if you have any more questions like that you need to be more in depth, just let me know and I can answer those. So let's go with the process. What, Jess?
What? I'm making.
So for real, this is how I am in labor. I'm just like sitting here talking to y'all, and then I'm just like, oh, I'm hungry. Oh, I'm thirsty. What did I eat this morning? Oh, can I have? You can eat during labor. You know, despite what the hospitals tell you, I ate. You can eat during labor. I be hungry. I would suggest that you eat light though, so maybe some fruit, some crackers, something that's easily digestible. You don't want to starve yourself. If you're hungry, eat. The baby's hungry. And more than likely, if you're eating during labor, when baby comes out, baby's going to be full. It's not going to be trying to, you know, nurse you dry. So I eat during labor. Some sisters may not be able to eat. Some of you may, you know, fast during your labor. But to think that you can't eat during labor, that is just a myth. That's something that the hospital has told women for generations. And that's only because they are preparing themselves in the event that they can talk you into getting the cesarean. Easier if there's no food on the mother's stomach or in their intestines. So that's the only reason they tell you don't eat anything in the hospital, because they're banking on getting a cesarean out of this birth. Okay, so hey, okay, it's time to have baby. I think I'm entering the stage 2. Let's get the pool set up. For real, this is how it goes. It's not all that, oh, Lord Jesus! You know, like in the movies, they be showing. For real, they be doing that in the movies. And they, oh, Jesus, I'm about to die. Oh, my leg. I can't feel my leg. Yeah, my Lord. No, you did this to me. It's not. It's not that. They have jacked. They jacked us up, y'all.
That's why people are scared to give birth.
Do not be afraid. Birth is a beautiful thing. It's really beautiful. So I'm encouraging you. It's not that. It's not that. So Jazz is getting the pool ready because I'm ready to get in the pool. And literally, it blows up pretty fast. So just getting the pool ready. How much you pay for? A pretty penny.
Almost $300. They came with all of.
You got the piping and everything. I'll just show them the piping while you like to fill up the pool, so we don't have to do. So with the last birth with Peri, we actually had to use 5-gallon buckets and fill them up with water and then pour them in the pool. But with the last birth with Jazz, we had purchased this pool, and it comes with the piping, so we don't have to have 2 and 3 people running back and forth in the bathroom filling up 5-gallon buckets.
We got 50 feet of hose.
We got 50 feet of a hose. And we got the adapter where it hooks to the sink, and you just run this from the sink into the pool. And it fills up like that. So this is cut down time on getting the pool filled as well. And this pool is the name of it, birth in a box. I mean, birth pool in a box.
Yeah, eco.
So the name of this pool, if you guys are interested, is I'm gonna just show you the bag. Can you see that?
I can hear it.
Can you see it, Heidi? Birth in a pool. Wait a minute, did I read that right?
Right, pool in the box.
Birth pool in a box. Eco. Okay.
It's professional grade.
It's
Midwives use this.
so yes, and I'm a midwife. It's professional grade. You know, but although I ain't cheap. I'm just
No. I just needed it because I'm so
I
tall.
need a bargain. I mean not a bargain. Like I'm using the wrong word. You know what I mean. I don't believe you have to spend $50 million.
Just the parents said come on, and she said food. And we know where I'm on
Yes. I be hungry. I'm sorry. I try to put off everything. I be like, I don't think the baby's coming today. I'm just gonna eat me a sandwich. I try to talk Jazz out of the baby. I'm not having the baby today, Jazz. She wasn't buying it. She was like, I'm gonna get the stuff ready. I was like, no, we're gonna go get this oil change on this car. So we can go get the rest of these birth supplies. And then I went to the room and I came back out and I said, okay, we're gonna have a baby today. Hey, Jazz, what is this right here?
What? This gowns.
Oh,
This gowns. It's not.
okay. I thought it was the
I know
thing.
she was wrong. We gotta get some more.
Okay, so for my birth attendants, they put this on. We make it look. It almost looks like we're in the hospital, but it's not. So they put this on. This is the birth gown. Can you see it, Ivy? This is the gown that the attendants put on. If they're here in time, they get it on. But if not, Ivy, Jazz, they normally like put on their scrubs. They put on their scrubs to be ready. But something like this, if my husband was here in time, he will put this on. I know he did with Adaya. It was a car. He just bust through the room and grabbed him out the water. So he was like, what?
I'm here.
Oh, you done already pushed him out. What? Yeah, I got me another one. Oh, I can middle. Oh, okay. So here's y'all can see the pool. It's blown up. And I want y'all to look inside.
Okay. Yeah. And so like I was saying, I had wanted this pool because I'm so tall. I needed to be able to get on all fours and still my bottom still be in the pool. Because if I got into her kiddie pool, that would not have been the case. We tested it, Sister Gabby. Okay. But the good thing about this one is you can adjust the height. So this is all the way filled up. This will be for me. But if Sister Gabby,
So I'm gonna get in. I'm gonna get
we
in so
would
y'all can see.
let some of the air out of the this middle one so that it could be shorter. Sister Gabby, I was gonna let some air out. Oh, okay. Go ahead. You almost in there now.
The pillow though, the pillow ain't going up.
Okay, here.
Oh, Gabby. Okay.
Don't get me ridiculous.
All right. I caught
I'm
myself.
okay.
I caught myself. Okay.
Put the skinny one on here.
Okay.
Shalom.
All right.
Y'all see how deep it is?
I know. I'm like,
Now, picture her baby pool.
let me get in the fetal position.
Uh-oh. Don't let me push nothing. Her baby pool stop all the way down here.
Stop all the way down there.
My bottom would have been all the way up here.
Don't mess my switches. Against my
Look, my bottom, my hips is right here. My hips is right here at the top. I needed a taller pool, y'all. She trying to have me. The baby wouldn't have been down in the water anyway. So this one comes with an inflatable stool. for you to sit on while you're in it.
She fancy.
Whatever. I know it's fancy. It got cup holders. It has handlebars. Like I said, my master blessed me with this one, and then y'all will hear about it when I share my birthing testimony. And she's blowing up the bottom of the pool for the cushion now. So you get the birthing luxury.
Why would this be possible? I doubt that I'll sit on this.
I know. You're a stander.
I'm like,
But that's what I'm saying. If you were standing up and your butt was still in the water, sister Debbie.
I was not standing. I was on my knees.
Wow.
I was standing up, and then when I was like, oh, I'm about to push, then I got down. Because first I was sitting on my bottom, and I thought, oh, no, I can feel the baby right there. And then I got on my knees. So the bottom is sitting. So was that about 25 minutes? 20 minutes?
Or less.
You talking in between? Do I not got to shoot all the way?
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm gonna say, God dang it, yeah. Okay, so y'all can kind of see how deep this pool is because I'm pretty short and I'm like, I could drown.
We will let the middle part. Let me see. We'll let some air out of the
No,
middle.
don't even let it be, you know.
Okay.
But if you are smaller than me, which I'm only like 5 foot, so you know,
The middle part.
you can
is
take the middle
adjusted.
part out. I typically only fill my water to what is that? The second line, because I want my belly and down underwater. So, because that's where I'm going to be feeling the contractions. You want your belly under the water. The water is a soothing, another way to soothe the woman's body during labor. That warm water being on the womb actually makes it a lot easier for you to tolerate the contractions if your contractions are very strong. My contractions like plateau. They only go so far. Because I pray. I be like, Father, please, okay, right there. In the name of Jesus, I can do that. Just okay. And then it plateaus. This last time it just plateaued. I was like, hallelujah. Huh?
We have some questions.
We have questions right now? Okay.
Sorry. What temperature do you usually have the water?
As hot as I can stand it.
What products do you use to sterilize to sterilize in preparation for birth?
Oh, for cleaning the pool and everything?
It's just a general sterilization.
Okay, so for like
everything.
If you're going to use umbilical scissors and clamps and things of that nature, Jazz normally does a sterilizing process, which she uses. We have well water, so we don't have to worry about municipal supply, but she steams all of the instruments for 20 minutes. You steam it for 20 minutes and then she leaves it covered because once it's uncovered, it's no longer sterile. So all of our utensils, knives and scalpels and stuff like that we use. If you're going to cut the umbilical cord, the sterilizing process is steam. She steams it for 20 minutes. And then our pools, the bedding, I buy brand new sheets and I wash all of my stuff. I clean everything in pretty much essential oils. I use tea tree oil to clean the pool and the sheets, stuff like that. You don't have tea tree oil, bleach is fine. I use bleach too. I use bleach, clean the floors, whatever area that I'm gonna have the baby in. Now we've been introduced to Lysol concentrate, And I really like that. It kind of smells like the hospital, so we use that. We dilute it. What else do we use?
That's really it. Bleach, Lysol, and tea tree oil.
Yeah, bleach, Lysol. Not the spray. It's a liquid. It's like a little liquid brown jar. You could probably get it in my bathroom and show that to them.
And then, do you use a liner in the pool?
No. In this pool, Jazz would like us to use a liner.
It came with one, and I didn't want to use it.
Well, we're going to tell that story. We're going to tell that story later. But like I said, the pool that I actually had, I had from Walmart, and I didn't use a liner. I didn't need to. That's just another expensive. That's another way for them to make money. If you're comfortable using a liner, you can. If you plan on sending your pool back, use a liner. If you plan on using it once and then mailing it back off to get your money back, then I would recommend you use a liner, because they already said in their instructions that they're not going to take the pool back if you didn't use a liner. So somehow they can tell that you didn't use a liner.
Right.
But it seems like it's a lot messier to clean, because then you got to pull that thing out. Unless, did you throw it away? Y'all threw it away?
I think Miguel threw it away.
Okay.
Well, but it came with the thing to pump the water back out, so you don't have to try to do buckets of water.
Yeah. Okay. So it's whatever you prefer. Purifying the water.
Oh yeah.
If they don't have well water, they still iodine drops. You can use iodine drops, but you want to make sure it's not from for us, not an unclean source.
Mm-hmm. So you could put tea tree or silver.
But I use tea tree oil. You can use Nioli essential oil as well. What else? What did I say? What was that one?
Silver. Do we put silver in the water?
You can use silver, but you have to use a lot of it.
Oh.
You have to have like 1,000 ppm.
Oh.
I'm just exaggerating how much ppm you would have to have. But tea tree essential oil, Nioli essential oil, iodine drops. Sometimes you may not have time to sterilize your water if it's really fast. Prayer.
Jesus.
I command this water to crystallize in the name of Jesus. And I didn't have time to put anything in the water.
Mm-hmm.
She came out fine. And I had silver, so I had put silver drops in her eyes, so she was fine. Is some more questions?
Mm-mm.
That was it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hallelujah. Okay, what was I saying? Come on, note takers. Water.
Mm-hmm.
I was saying the water.
Belly under the water.
Belly under the water. Oh, also the water birth helps with making sure your perineum is intact. So if you don't want to tear or bruise your perineum, the water helps. It's really good. I've had 5 children and I have not torn. Thank the Father. The water will definitely help with that. So it will ease up on the burning. You will feel a burn. I'm just trying to let y'all know. I'm helping y'all. I'm giving y'all the real deal. Because the doctors don't tell you anything. They tell you right when it's about to happen. Oh, you're going to feel the burn.
Pressure.
What?
They say pressure.
Like, why y'all didn't tell me that?
Yeah.
They say pressure, and it's not pressure at all. It's something else. It's burning. So the water will help with the burning. But it's fine. The burning only lasts for a few moments. And then baby's here. So when you feel the burning, that's a good sign. That means baby's head is coming out. Hallelujah. And as soon as the baby's head come out, the burning stops. And baby just like, whoop. The baby floats right on out. What? So I'm in the pool. I don't ever use Jazz didn't use this either. They got little rings here, so I guess that's for you to be like. I don't know. Who does that? I don't know.
Somebody.
Okay, so if you need some type of
Support.
something to pull
And your
pinch
partner is not
and
available. Okay. Yeah, man.
take your aggression out on this. I guess this what this is for. Okay.
Yeah, there's two more
Oh, it's not more.
bars right there too.
Now,
I guess y'all probably can't see it because the lighting.
Yeah. So I normally lean. I don't sit down. And you guys will figure out what position works better for you, what's more comfortable for you when you're entering into stage 2. I normally birth like this. I'm normally like this. I'm in a semi-squat position. I'm like that. And whoever's in front of me, around me, by me, I let them know, hey, I'm about to push. Hey, baby's right here. Hey, I feel his head. Okay, he's coming out. I'm like walking them through it, literally. Okay, get the baby. He's out. He's under my skirt. Okay. So I'm normally in a semi-squat position. With Remiel, I was not in a semi-squat position. I was kind of sideways. I was like this. I had one leg up. So there's multiple positions that you could be in. I was like this. I had one leg up and the other leg was down. And I believe I was in this position because Remiel was on my sciatic nerve. And so it was kind of difficult to get in a really comfortable position. And this worked for me with Remiel. Adaya and Zakaria, I was in the same position, squatting down. This is the skirt that I normally wear for birth. Stand up so you can see it. This is like I guess what they would consider like a yoga skirt, but it's no, what is that?
You're not
like,
really elastic in the.
Yeah, it's not constricting me where I'm like, because you will get hot and you're going to be like, oh, like, I don't like that. Something's sticking to me. So this is the skirt that I wear where I don't have to be completely naked. There's some women on here who's completely naked. And you can have a modest delivery. I have a modest delivery. The skirt opens up. So see, it opens completely up both sides. So that's why I wear this skirt, because I can, of course you're not going to have underwear on having a baby. So this is a really good skirt that you can have on. Baby comes out and you can see him up under my skirt, you know. So this is a really good skirt. I don't know what kind of skirt this is. Soft Surroundings. That's the name of the skirt. So it probably is like a maternity skirt.
Could be.
Soft Surroundings is the name of the skirt. And I'm 2 births I've done with this skirt.
You got it with Adaya?
I think I did this with Adaya. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Not Rena?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I was naked. I wasn't modest with review. I was like, it's hot. I had review in the summertime. Y'all can kind of guess how that went.
You got to get out.
So
Baby.
I had baby. What normally happens is I'm like, okay, I want to get out the water, Jazz. And baby is still attached to me because placenta is still in me. So Jazz and my husband normally help me out the pool. And now I walk to the bed. Okay. So I get to the bed. And this is what is on the bed. Well, this will go up under.
Yeah.
We don't want to get blood. You will have blood, okay? Once baby comes out, you will have a little bit of blood. But as soon as your placenta comes out, that's when all of the other blood and everything will come out. That blood is called lochia, and you will bleed for a minimum of 30 days. Whether it's consistent or spotting, you will bleed for a minimum of 30 days. Some women bleed more than that, but you will bleed for 30 days. So what we have here is like underpad, and it's waterproof. So it's just to prevent you from getting spills and urine if you can't make it to the bathroom on your mattress. This is like a large underpad with I put on the changing table. It's just a big one. And then we put, I call them Shug's pads.
So
But they're
reusable,
okay.
disposable.
This is reusable.
Mm-hmm.
This is disposable.
Mm-hmm. They both underpants.
And in my birth kit, it comes with these underpads, the disposable ones, not the reusable one. And you're going to go through quite a few of these the first couple of days, just until you're like able to like really clean yourself up and have a pad on. So this is the underpad. Now, I haven't delivered placenta yet. Normally what happens is my placenta comes right out. As soon as I stand up, it's like, oh. And this is what we catch the placenta in. One of these bowls or basins. We'll catch the placenta in one of these. And typically, Jazz either have the placenta, my husband will have the baby, and they just got baby in one arm and the placenta in the other arm, and then they bring it over to me in the bed. And since the baby and the placenta will be attached together, they would have to carry the placenta and the baby to the weigh station. So before that happens, I'm going to show you. Normally, we get in the bed. I've had baby, get in the bed. We have latex surgical gloves, and these are sterile because they're in the package, right? Mm-hmm. Jazz is our surge tech, so I'm learning all this medical
terminology. If that's what you want.
Medical terminology from Jazz. And these gloves come in different sizes. This is an 8 and an 8 and a half.
Those are for man hands.
These are for man hands. My husband has man hands.
This is just.
You know man hands?
I'm sorry. I wear those too. They're big, but I wear them too.
She's not a man. So we have the sterile gloves for checking mommy and checking baby. And what I mean by checking, I don't get any, I forgot.
They call it checking.
Vaginal checks during labor. I actually know where I'm at. I know if I'm dilated to this. I know if I'm dilated to that. So we don't check dilation or effacement. This is just for once baby is born to keep germs and everything down. Then they put on their gloves. Some moms, you may feel nauseous. You may throw up. We had a mom who threw up the whole pregnancy. The whole labor. And we were ready. I'm glad we had a trash can because this wasn't going to help her. But we got these little, what do you call them? Puke things?
Emesis bags.
Emesis.
That's what they call throw up. Vomiting, yes. Emesis.
Oh, okay. So that sounds horrible.
Hospital terminal.
This is the emesis bag. So, you puke a lot and just expand.
And measure how much.
And measure how much puke you did. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So I got that on the side on the bed, and then we got one over here on the table. Also, say mommy's just moving around. This is my heart Doppler. I shared on one of the videos. And this is just to monitor baby's heartbeat. Y'all ain't gonna hear nothing right now because I don't got no jelly or nothing on. But this is gonna monitor the baby's heartbeat. This is water. What is it?
Waterproof?
Do I say waterproof? It can go underwater. So if I'm in the pool and we want to know the baby's heart rate, we can put this on me in the water. That's the heart doctor. If you have blood pressure issues, you want to make sure you have the blood pressure cuff. We have the blood pressure cuff so that the mother's blood pressure can be monitored. Sister Jasmine and Sister Heidi do that because I just throw my arm out there. If you feel yourself getting tired during labor, honey sticks. Honey sticks are very good for re-energizing you, especially if you're getting ready to enter into stage 2, which is pushing, and you're exhausted before you even start pushing. Honey sticks, you can suck on the honey stick, or you can add honey to your water, or you can have an electrolyte drink, or coconut water. I recommend coconut water over, this is organic coconut water. I recommend this. Can you even see that? Okay. That's from Sam's Club. So if you're looking for, you can get a case of these at Sam's. I recommend the coconut water for hydration. Or, oh, this is my pineapple juice, but they got coconut pineapple too. I'll talk about that later. Okay, so I'm in the bed and I'm getting wiped up. Once I'm wiped up, once placenta has been delivered, you'll sit on one of these, which is like a huge pad. Jazz calls them the pins. So this is what, you'll need, ladies. It doesn't look,
okay, that's the nice and lean.
It doesn't really look beautiful, but for the amount of fluid that you're going to lose and tissue and debris from the uterus, this is good. Gonna catch everything. Okay, so you would, what we normally do is we put, now this would probably be day 2. This would probably be day 2 that you would put on. Right after baby, you'll probably put this on. This is a little bit bigger. I think it is. It looks like it is. And it opens up. It opens up pretty big. And you just set it. We normally just go ahead and set it there because you're going to be tired. And then you have somebody help you up there. And help you up there. And then you just, lay back on it. You'll be good. Okay. You just lay back on it. And then you can, it's going to feel like you're putting a diaper on. But you'll be okay. You don't have to worry about getting blood anywhere. Yes.
Commodes.
Yes.
That would be beneficial.
I mentioned a commode in the labor preparation video. And if they don't have one, a bucket. You can make you a toilet out of a 5-gallon bucket. You can purchase you a little seat from Lowe's, and you can get you some peat moss and put it in there. I know for me, the first couple of days, I'm not able to make it to the restroom by myself because my bathroom is like way far. And so I don't have a problem using the restroom in the bucket. If I'm urinating, if I have to poop, somebody will come carry me to the bathroom. But just to pee, because I want to limit the amount of movement that I'm doing. That way I don't hemorrhage. So having a commode or a 5-gallon bucket sitting next to wherever you're going to be laying is good. That's really good. So I don't have the bucket right here, but let's just say a bucket was right here. I already have the Peri bottles right here. And like I said, I recommend 2 Peri bottles. So I have 2 Peri bottles. And what I normally do is I fill them up with hot water, because by the time I use the restroom, it's going to be done cooled off. So I fill it up with hot water. And I add peppermint oil and tea tree oil to mine. And you can add a little bit of glycerin, vegetable glycerin, or olive oil, so that the oils will stick to the water, like everything will mend together. And that formulation creates a cooling effect. So that way, like if you're sore down there, after you use the restroom, because you're not going to be doing any wiping. You don't want to wipe. You want to squirt, and pat, because it's going to be very sensitive down there. You just want to pat. Make sure your cleansing is going to be how well you squirt with the Peri bottle down there. And so using those oils together will create a cooling effect, and it'll last a while. You can also add witch hazel to it too. I normally add witch hazel to the pad, and I sit on that. And that, even from using the spray bottle to then sitting back down on the pad with the witch hazel on there, it helps it keep cool for a while. So your Peri bottles, 2 to 3. Do not get one. Please get more than one, because you will be grateful that you did, instead of having somebody running back and forth filling it up. Get more than 1 Peri bottle. Our birth kit comes with 2 Peri bottles. So you'll change these every time. If you have somebody there to help you, they'll change these pretty much every time something gets spilled on it. We also have gauzes, just in case you do tear. Get you some large gauzes, and or just in case you get hemorrhoids. That is a unfortunate thing that does happen to some women when they have babies. I know I got hemorrhoids one time. Oh, Jesus. It's not good. It hurts so bad. Thank the Father for my sister. And these gauzes.
And the ice packs.
And my ice packs. And my special formulation for hemorrhoids. Yeah. So large gauzes. You can put your ointment on there and then set it on there. Add your witch hazel. Boom, boom, boom. And you're good to go. Okay. These are the ice packs Jazz had. I had disposable ice packs, but I would definitely get some of these this time. I showed these on the last video. They're called Thrive.
Mm-hmm.
These are reusable. And what we did with Jazz is we put them in the freezer before, and we just kept interchanging them out. We washed them off, and then we interchange them out in the freezer.
You wrap them in a towel too. When I use them, I wrap them in a towel.
I was gonna say wrap them in like cheesecloth.
Okay.
Because the towel absorbs so much of the coolness.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like it take longer to get to you. So if you use a cheesecloth or a linen, just a linen cheesecloth to wrap it around there, because it's all, you're gonna wash it.
Mm-hmm.
And then put that on there. It'll probably be a lot better. But these are reusable.
So I think it's a 4-pack.
Four pack in there. This is a 4-pack. And this is all for mama. You're going to need this stuff. Even if you think you may not, it's better to be prepared than not be prepared. And, sending people back and forth to the store to get things, so you don't have to kind of suffer. My teacher was sitting there. Arnica, let me show you my arnica pills that I normally have on hand to help with the cramping. Just in case you guys didn't know what it looks like. You want extra strength. These are arnica little tablets. And they're very small. They're not that big. But you normally dissolve like 4 of them under your tongue. They don't taste bad either. These are arnica tablets. And it's Arnica, Montana. You can't even see the
Put
words.
your hand behind it.
Okay. Arnica, Montana. You need that strength is not very strong. I'm just saying, Arnica, Montana is the type of all natural pain relief that you would need. And they're really small. They're not that big. I'm gonna just take a few out so y'all can see them. That's how small they are. And they dissolve. You don't have to worry about swallowing them down with no water or anything. That's the Arnica pills. And you'll need that after birth. Oh. We normally have tons of gloves in the room because you're going to be dealing with blood. So you want to make sure that the birth attendants have gloves.
Those are nitrile.
These are nitrile.
Both of them.
And those are nitrile too. Powder free.
Yeah.
Powder free gloves. Okay. Now this is where baby will be. Once mommy's situated, daddy wants to go ahead and figure out how much baby weighs. Got the baby scale. And you can put, here's the blanket. You can put a blanket here and then turn it on and zero it out. Because you don't want to pick up the weight of the blanket. So whatever you're going to lay on the scale, go ahead and put that on there and then tear it so that it can get an accurate reading of how much the baby weighs. So you got baby scale. And then this is where we'll measure baby's head, length of the body, baby's do the head, the length of the body,
check his
then check his skin color. My husband normally checks the reflexes and everything. Kinesiology, he does all the joints and all, checks all his points and things like that, make sure everything is functioning properly. And then placenta is up here. Placenta normally gets rinsed. It gets rinsed off. Y'all rinse it about the same time y'all checking the baby.
Warm water and tea tree.
Okay, so we use warm water and tea tree oil. And then once it's clean, this is the bag that it'll go in. Once it's clean, we add lavender, rosemary, rose petals, all the strong geranium, strong herbs to the placenta. And then we put the whole placenta in this bag and then put it back in the bowl. But it'll be in a separate bowl that it got cleaned in. So that's why we have multiple bowls. So we're not putting the clean placenta back into the bloody bowl that it was just in. Like I said, there will be blood. There will be a lot of blood. You just had a baby. Okay. Each day, the placenta will shrink. And you will need to cleanse it. Even if it's just you just rinsing it and wiping it off with water. You want to make sure that you're checking the placenta for any tears, any ruptures in it. Because if there's a tear or it's a piece missing from the placenta, then it's probably still inside of mommy. And you want to make sure that her body is cramping to push it out. So you'll pass blood clots. It's normal. It's fine. As long as it's not the size of a baseball, you'll be fine. You need to pass those blood clots. That's just leftover debris from the baby. It might be part of the amniotic sac that was in there if your water broke before a baby came out. So you want to check the placenta for any missing pieces. And then you also want to check the bleeding. You don't want bright red blood to 2 and 3 days after you've had the baby. The blood should just be slowly being like that dark, like the dark red color. If it's bright red, like orange red, that's a sign of hemorrhaging, and we don't want that. Okay, so the less you can be off of your feet, the less you can be on your feet is the better. If you don't have to get out of that bed, don't get out the bed. Superwoman, super mommy, and get up and start cleaning 2 days after you had your baby. Lay down, rest. Purification is healing. There's a time of healing, and you need to heal. You got, when people say, hey, is there anything I can do? Yes, you can come and wash my clothes. Yes, you can come and clean my room. You can let them do the cleaning. Let them do the cooking so your body can heal. Hemorrhaging is very serious, very serious. One of the leading causes of, mortality. What do they call that? Postpartum mortality. It's some mortality rates after having a baby.
Yeah, I think that's the term, postpartum.
Postpartum mortality is one of the big reasons is because of the hemorrhaging. So you want to do everything that you can not to hemorrhage. That means lay down, drink water, rest, allow other people to do what you normally do before you have a baby. Okay, you got a question?
I was going to say, with the placenta, did you say checking the cord for the vessels? To make sure it had the 3 vessels.
That'd be fine if it didn't. Baby's breathing, it's fine. Yeah. You want to, now, if you are going to cut the umbilical cord, you want to make sure that the placenta, the cord has stopped pulsating and it's white. Do not cut it before then. Okay? You want it to be white and there's no pulsating in it. That's if you plan on cutting the umbilical cord. And our birth kit, it comes with clamps for the umbilical cord if you're going to cut it. In the placenta, it should look like a tree. A nice, juicy, red, purplish tree. Prenatal care, how your pregnancy was. If you had a healthy diet, if you had a poor diet, you can look at the placenta and tell. Okay. Footprinting. You can do the footprinting of your baby as soon as the baby, right after, or you can wait a couple of days. But our kit comes with a little footprint and fingerprint thing. So we do our own COLDs, certificates of live birth. And within the kit, it comes with the papers for you to record the baby's information. So, and like a little memory keepsake birth certificate. So, baby's taken care of. That. Anything else? I cleanse the umbilical area, the umbilicus, with myrrh and water. It helps keep it cleansed, and it helps dry out the attached umbilical. With the placenta attached to the baby, it normally falls off. It fell off in 2.5 days with Zakari. So, when did Isaac's fall off?
Yeah,
he kicked his off.
Yeah, like the second day, I think.
So it took like 2 days. It took like 2 or 3 days for Zakari's to come off. Oh, baby's here, skin to skin. Get that baby on your skin. Lay that baby on your chest. And just lay there. Just lay there with the baby. You have the baby. Yay. And this is kind of what it looks like. It's kind of what you want to set it up like. I normally prepare my bed. I put a mattress protector over it, which is, I think, maybe $15 at Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
You
Like
can buy you a
queen.
mattress protector that will replace using a shower curtain. And it's just like a regular fitted sheet. You just put it over. I normally put that on first, and then I put a fitted sheet, the brand new sheets that I purchased for birth. I put that on right after I put the mattress protector on. And then I put another layer of sheets. No. I did that backwards. I put the brand new sheets on first. Then I put the mattress protector over it. And then I put, the sheets that I've already had on top. So that way, once I've had baby or whatever, and I'm ready to get in my bed, they just take off the old sheets, and I already have fresh sheets and the mattress protector up under there for me to go ahead and lay down and get on. So, oh yeah. And during labor, you want to have tarps on the floor if you're doing a home birth. I recommend putting them wherever you're going to be walking. Because for me, my water broke. I was just walking around the pool, and I was like, oh, yep, there it goes. It's about to do it. And then my water was just like, and it just went everywhere. I'm like, oh, I should have had a tarp right there. So you want to put tarps wherever you're going to be walking. If you're going to be walking in the hallway, put tarps in the hallway. If you're going to be walking up the steps, it's going to be difficult with a tarp on the stairs, but
that wouldn't be safe.
It wouldn't be safe, so please don't walk up the steps. If you're going to walk to the bathroom, put tarps on the floor. If you're going to sit on your ball, put tarps up under the ball and sit on your ball. If you're going to sit in the chair, if you're going to sit on your bed, put tarps there. Because you also need to pee. I don't care. The moms that I've helped deliver babies, I'm like, I'm fine. You can pee. If you need to pee, stand in there, go ahead and pee. That's all we have the tarps there for. So pee freely. Don't hold your pee trying to run to the bathroom. That's why you're going to have the tarps on the floor. Just pee. Because you want your bladder empty so you don't have complications during pushing. A lot of complications come from the bladder being full. And that's what happens to a lot of women where they have the prolapsed uterus or the prolapsed bladders, because they're trying to hold their urine to try to make it to the bathroom instead of just peeing. I don't care. Pee. You can pee. If it gets on my foot, we can wash it. Okay? Pee. You got tarps. Just pee and keep moving. The runners pee during the marathon. Pee all over their seats. They pee on their legs. By the time they're done with the marathon, they smell like pee. They're trying to win. You're trying to win. You're trying to get baby here safely. So just pee. Okay? So that's right. You do want to have tarps all over the place. What else? If you get hot like me, have a fan. I got a little mini fan right there. Plug that fan up, because it's just like, it don't matter what temperature we have it down on. I still be hot, and if you want to have a modest labor, get you some extra fans, get you some ice, some little cool towels to put on your neck, whatever. If you need a yoga ball, you can have a yoga ball. Can we bring your yoga ball up here? Okay, so yeah, here's a yoga ball.
Don't roll off of it.
I'm not going to roll off.
No, it's tall.
It's very tall. But this is where I spent, oh, Jesus. I spent, the first part of labor on the ball. And I'll keep sliding forward. And I was just sitting there talking.
That's my ball, y'all.
Yeah, this is Jass's ball. It's like too big. My legs are like really short. I'm like, I gotta go like this.
That's why I said, don't you roll off of there.
Like this. But get you a yoga ball. This will help, especially if baby's having a hard time engaging into the pelvis area. Sit on the ball and just, like my husband right now, I'm probably not gonna be able to do it on Jazz's ball because it's too big. But he has me doing like pelvic I forgot what they call 'em.
Rotations.
Yeah, I do pelvic. Do not lay on your back. Don't lay down in the bed. Keep moving around. Move around. I'm moving around the whole labor. And what also helps is when you feel that contraction about to come, squat. Grab a hold of somebody and squat. Just squat down during that contraction. And even while you're down there, you want to just rotate your hips. Somebody's gonna be holding you, so you don't have to worry about falling. Somebody will have a hand. And you're just going to rotate when the contraction stops and it eases. Okay, get back up and get back moving. Just walk around. You ain't got to run and tire yourself out, but just move. Just walk around. Take, open walks, because the whole objective is to get baby to come down. Okay, so you may look funny to the people in the room, but you're getting baby down. So when you get tired, sit on the ball. Sit on the ball and just rotate your hips. Feel a contraction coming, squat. Have somebody hold you, squat. You can also get on all fours. I've never got on all fours. That's just a suggestion other people do. Squatting is good. It works well for me. Yoga ball works for me. And just moving. I normally just move. I'm just moving and I'm rotating my hips and everything that I'm doing. I'm just like, I know I look crazy, but I'm like, hey, yeah, what you mean? Just having conversation and opening up my hips. So, what else? If your water breaks, check for clear fluid. Okay? You want it to be clear. If it's not clear, it's okay. Just make sure you put silver in the baby's eyes when the baby comes out. Silver hydrosol, or a lot of people know it as colloidal silver. You do have two types of silver. You have the ionic silver and you have colloidal silver. As long as you have silver to just put a drop in the baby's eyes, you're good. So make sure you have silver to put a drop in the baby's eyes. Can you think of anything else?
No, I think so.
I'm trying to make sure. Maybe that's pretty much all that I have during the labor.
Don't forget to breathe.
Huh?
So don't forget to breathe.
Yeah, breathe. Just
Don't
relax,
scream.
breathe. Remember your worship music is going on. If you want worship music. I have my diffuser's on right now. I have my essential oils diffusing in the air to keep the atmosphere calm. And I burn oils that soothe me. So you want to burn oils that soothe you during this process. If you choose to use a diffuser. Water, have your water, whatever. After baby comes, do not be anxious to feed them. The baby will let you know when it's hungry. Okay? The doctors will be like, hurry up and put the baby on there. You haven't eaten, blah, blah, blah. My son didn't eat till the next day. He was fine. He was peaceful. He's like, I'm tired. I just worked, trying to get it through, through the canal. So I'm going to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And he
Was
slept.
that due to the lotus birth?
Well, that was Remuel before. I didn't do the lotus birth with him. Lotus birth is keeping the placenta attached. But I ate. I ate with Remuel. when I was in labor. Remember I told you I was like, no, I'm gonna finish this food.
Mm-hmm.
I had my fried chicken, my mashed potatoes, my green beans. I had a full course meal before I had him, and so he slept that whole night. He didn't eat until the next morning. Now with Zakari, he didn't really eat either. He ate maybe one time for 2 days because he was still attached to the placenta. So I really recommend keeping the placenta attached to the baby. Oh my goodness, they're so peaceful. They get the amount of blood volume that they would have had, that they're supposed to have. When you cut the cord, they lose almost the equivalent to an adult losing 500 milliliters of blood. So that's why I recommend them keeping the placenta on there. It will help you out a lot too, Mom, dealing with those contracting down the uterus for that first couple of days. For the less feedings that you have to do, the better off that you will be. And that placenta being attached to the baby definitely helps because they're still getting the rest of the nutrients that they would have been receiving. So yes, I do credit that to him not really eating so much. And with the placenta attached, so
You're losing signal.
lose the signal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what else? Can you think of anything else?
Mm-hmm. No, you just said what I was going to say about the birth rate. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm. So I think that's all. If nobody has any questions,
My phone's over there. I can't see.
huh?
Let me see my phone.
Your phone. Oh, it say check your connection. Oh. What's that?
Okay, phone.
ID's phone?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Did it come back up?
I don't think so. It's
Did the
still-
chat come back up?
Yeah, the chat's right here. Hallelujah. So, this is typically what a home birth setting looks like. I think that is all. Bless you guys. Thank you for watching. And if you have any more questions, feel free to message me, email, send a comment on the video. Yeah, and I will get that question answered. And if I remember there was something we left out, I'll probably say something about it in the next video. But this is normally what home birth for me looks like, and it typically goes exactly how I plan it. So, oh, what is that? Oh, that's just right now. So, bless you guys, and shalom. Have a good evening.